It's one of the biggest environmental disasters in history. In 2010, British Petroleum's largest oil drill, the Deepwater Horizon, failed. Located in the Gulf of Mexico, the failure led to a spill so large, the stain on the ocean could be seen from space. And the worst part? It was preventable. BP, like many companies in high-risk industries, faced critical choices between operational safety and aggressive financial goals. And in 2010, that balance tipped toward profit over precaution. So what led to the failure? Corporate greed, ignoring the warning signs, a moment of negligence. Like so many others, BP prioritized profit over people, profit over the planet. Yet, it proved to be a wake-up call for regulators and corporate boards the world over. This is not just another story, this is TurnaroundSource, where we extract the lessons that other companies have learned for you. The Deepwater Horizon was hailed as a feat of engineering, drilling a record 35,000 feet below the ocean surface. But behind the scenes, warning signs were flashing. Engineers repeatedly alerted BP to risks associated with pressure tests and cement failures, yet their concerns fell on deaf ears. BP's corporate culture operated under a clear mantra: profits above all. In boardrooms, executives pushed for aggressive production targets, sidelining safety protocols. It was as if there was an unspoken rule: don't bring bad news to the table. Internal reports revealed that BP received multiple alerts about critical safety failures, specifically issues with cementing that should have been addressed. Meanwhile, in 2008 alone, BP spent $2.9 billion on share buybacks while slashing safety budgets. Engineers and safety teams felt immense pressure to sacrifice their integrity to keep their jobs. Those who prioritized safety faced hostility. For the company, it was always about the bottom line, until disaster struck. April 20th, 2010, a sudden explosion rocked the rig. Flames reached 300 feet into the air. In an instant, 11 crew members lost their lives, while a tidal wave of crude oil gushed into the Gulf at a staggering rate of 62,000 barrels per day. Although many failings led to the rig going critical, at the heart of the disaster was a failure in the blowout preventer, BOP. This was a crucial safety device designed to seal the well in emergencies. Investigations revealed that BP's BOP had multiple design flaws and was improperly maintained. This meant that when pressure built, the BOP failed to activate, allowing oil and gas to escape at an exponential rate. To make matters worse, BP ignored key safety tests indicating problems with the cement used to seal the well. In the deep ocean, the cement mix was unstable. Tests showing it was not properly set were overlooked. BP knew there were risks, but the focus was on getting the job done quickly and under budget. Despite repeated warnings about the well's integrity, BP gambled on a risky approach, pushing to complete drilling ahead of schedule. The result? Devastating. Over 87 days, an estimated 4.9 million barrels of oil spilled into the ocean. This rates as the worst maritime oil spill in history. Of course, marine life suffered. Reports have over 8,000 marine animals dead and habitats destroyed. The once vibrant Gulf became a graveyard, suffocated by BP's negligence. The financial toll exceeded $65 billion. Communities all along the Gulf Coast lost their livelihoods. The fishing industry in the Gulf suffered a $2.5 billion hit in 2010 alone. As might be expected, BP faced a whirlwind of legal challenges in the wake of the spill. The company was hit with over 1,300 lawsuits, including claims from affected businesses, local governments, and environmental groups. However, as in similar cases, the corporate machine spun into action, deflecting blame while trying to restore its tarnished image. Ultimately, the company settled for $20 billion, a record penalty, but was justice truly served? While much of the damage was truly irreparable, some glimmers of hope did emerge. It sparked a wave of corporate social responsibility, CSR reforms, not just in the energy sector, but across multiple industries. Today, many companies are required to disclose their environmental and social risks as part of their investment profiles. Major investment funds now scrutinize how companies manage environmental risks before committing capital. In some cases, their investment policies may outright prevent certain investments that do not meet environmental, social, and governance (ESG) criteria. Companies are increasingly scrutinized for the harms they produce and their ability to act responsibly. BP, for its part, has also shifted its investments towards a renewable direction. Whether this is simply a smart marketing ploy is debatable. But either way, its investments have led the way for more established energy firms investing in renewables, and was a welcome sea change for sustainable investments. Still, BP was not alone in its negligence. If you want to understand how industries across the world are ignoring the dangers lurking beneath the surface, you need to read The Fifth Risk by Michael Lewis. It dives deep into the shocking reality of how poor leadership and corporate greed are setting us all up for failure. You can grab your copy with the link in the description. Indeed, BP and the Deepwater Horizon oil spill aren't isolated incidents. From the Santa Barbara oil spill in 1969 to the Exxon Valdez disaster in 1989, the oil industry's history is riddled with environmental catastrophes. All these disasters appear to be part of a systemic pattern of corporate negligence that spans multiple industries. Have we forgotten the 2008 financial crisis, where Lehman Brothers ignored glaring warnings about the housing bubble, leveraging $600 billion in risky financial products? Or how, when the banking bubble burst, it triggered a global recession that cost millions their homes and livelihoods? What about the agricultural sector today, where companies are resisting the shift to clean fertilizers and alternatives to damaging factory farms? How about the pharmaceutical industry, where the opioid crisis has claimed over 500,000 lives? Or the Flint water crisis, which exposed thousands of people to irreversible damage, killing at least 12 and sickening dozens more, including children? Wherever you look, corporate negligence is rampant across industries, often with catastrophic consequences. From the oil fields of the Gulf of Mexico to the streets of Flint, Michigan, the failure to prioritize public safety is a recurring theme. When corporate negligence is often met with leniency, and lobbying serves as a powerful weapon in the corporate giant's arsenal, what else can we expect? Much of this is fueled by lobbying. In 2022 alone, the oil and gas industry spent over $120 million on lobbying efforts to ensure that policies favoring their interests remained intact. This creates a vicious cycle where regulatory agencies are underfunded and unable to enforce meaningful oversight. Still, slowly but surely, things are changing. The changes BP made to its business have thus far prevented another similar disaster. The public is also waking up and consuming more consciously than ever. Likewise, financial markets, with an increased focus on CSR, are pushing companies to actively address and mitigate those risks. But here's the key takeaway. Managing critical business risks, like safety, doesn't stand in opposition to meeting schedules or budgets. In fact, when risks are properly identified and proactively managed, they enable businesses to achieve their goals more effectively, ensuring both safety and operational success. Companies that integrate risk management into their strategy don't just avoid disaster. They create a pathway for sustainable growth, on time and on budget. So, for us as business leaders, it's time to ask ourselves, what can we learn from BP's mistakes? How can we listen to safety teams, double-check our procedures, and contribute to building a better world? After all, we've not just got businesses to turn around, but a planet.